You know, I actually have respect for our next guest because he's one of the few in America that just doesn't mince words. He is a socialist. And I respect that much more than other people pretending that they're not. Frank Llewellyn, director of the Democratic Socialist of America. How are you, sir?
All right. Good to meet you, Glenn.
I feel you like me already.
Well, I like you as an individual.
Would you like an M&M?
No, thank you.
I'll share them.
I'm already too large.
No. Look at me. I'll share them, and you know why? Because I choose to share them, not because somebody tells me to share them.
Well, that's right. You're right as long as you have the ownership of those.
But is that the deal with socialism? I don't have ownership of my M&Ms or my land or my business?
Well, socialists generally believe that democracy needs to be extended into more spheres of society, and especially the economy. And so, we look to build institutions that will do that, cooperative institutions, unions. We look to restructure power relationships so that we don't have the same mismanagers with the same misplaced priorities, destroying the economy as they've recently done.
Right. Do you think the Fed and the government have done a good job?
No.
No, you don't. See, we're building bridges here.
Yeah, no.
Capitalists, socialists, building bridges. They stink on ice. Now, I've read, this is a copy of your magazine.
Yes,
right?
it is.
And I just noticed here that there's some good reading in here, but there's also, here's the United Steelworkers Union, an ad there, full-page ad. This is the Nurses Union ad, and this is the Administrative Employees ad, another union. The unions like socialism? I mean, they're not
some people in the union movement are, like socialism. Some people don't.
Well, they're spending money. I print a magazine. I don't have any union money coming into my magazine.
I'm sure that you have other people that support your magazines.
Not
we're very happy that we have labor support, and we would like to have more labor support than we do. But we'll take an ad from you too.
Right? No, I don't think I would. I mean, unless somebody will force me to buy an ad.
That's one way to think about how to democratize the support for publications is if you have ads drawn by lotteries and they go to different publications. That would be, there's been some talk of that in some places.
Wait.
But that's not the United States.
So wait. So in other words, it'd be my turn to advertise in your magazine?
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. So what do you think of the bailout bill? Not enough, I'm guessing.
The bill that was signed.
Yeah,
we think that's a down payment. It's not large enough, in our judgment, to have as much of an impact as it should. I mean, we have a huge economy. The package represents only a couple of percentage points of the economy. It's stretched over a year and a half in terms of its spending. So, in my judgment, a package of more like $1 trillion a year would
every year.
Is not necessary to get
the money. Because I know you don't believe in profits.
Well, that's what taxation is for. If you grow the economy and have a fair system of taxation, then you'll be able to repay the money. One thing that was shown in the Clinton administration is they were able to pay down a huge portion of the national debt. We were on the road to actually having that whole debt paid down until the Bush administration spent all the money.
You know what part of that?
And they didn't even have a fair tax.
I know. You know what's really amazing about that? They also slashed the bat snot out of welfare. Isn't that weird?
They did change the support systems for people. Yes, they did.
So we might have also been spending a lot less. We would have been less socialist during the Clinton administration than we are today under Obama.
I wouldn't describe the Clinton administration as
less socialist.
As
less socialist than what we are now.
Yeah.
Come on, we're socialist light. Look, Frank,
America is blessed with having the two most capitalist political parties in the world. The idea...
You got to be kidding me.
Oh,
boy, we see the world good. They're both socialists. Listen, here's the thing. I will share them. They are mine. I purchased them, and I'll share them willingly.
That's okay.
All right.
You can have one, though.
Here's the thing. The only debate that I think we need to have in America is this road to socialism. Will you agree we're on the road to socialism?
Actually, I would hope that that were the case. But if you talk about what's being proposed generally, no, they're not. They're not socialist programs.
Really?
They're programs that are stimulative. They're Keynesian economic programs. But they're not socialist. They don't change power relationships.
Thing that didn't.
You know,
the union card check they're trying to push through.
Those are not union card. The Employee Free Choice Act will strengthen unions in the United States.
It's not
that's a good thing. That's a good thing because it will improve the size of the middle class,
Frank.
And that's something that we support. But it is not inherently socialist.
Two things.
It's used in other countries. You know
that doesn't. Socialist countries. Okay, listen.
Well,
here's the thing. Right. Okay. Here's the thing.
You think Canada's a socialist country?
Yeah, their policies are socialist.
Well.
Universal health care, socialized medicine. It's got socialized in it. I mean.
Well, most countries in the world have that, and they have been administered by parties of the left and parties of the right.
I'm going to do a.
And we're very much for that, and we hope we can have that here.
Okay, here's the thing, Frank. All I want, and this is the reason why I brought Frank on today, is all I want is if we're going to be a socialist nation, we should have this debate. We shouldn't be hiding behind the Democrats or the Republicans or anything else. If we want to be a socialist nation, has anybody asked you? The Newsweek magazine prints the big title, "We're all socialists now." Well, nobody's asked me. I don't want to be a socialist. If America decides to be socialist, then the Americans should decide to be socialist. But that's not what we're doing. We're not having a conversation. I haven't seen actual socialists on television talking about how great socialism is.
No, and most of the people who are writing about socialism don't know anything about it either. You know, the discussion that emerged in the campaign was, you know, very surreal. It wasn't based on facts. It was more like name calling. I mean, if you want to be honest, and you want to take who of the 4 people running for national office was actually the most socialistic, it was Sarah Palin, because she administered a state that says that the oil revenues are collectively owned, and she used her position as governor to force the oil companies to pay the state more money, which they then redistributed to the people. Now, I have a feeling that that's what Chavez does in Venezuela, that people like you criticize him for. You know, so, you know, that would at least be a more serious discussion, than what the kind of discussion that's appeared in magazines and whatever.
Okay,
if people want to learn about socialism, they should go to our website, which is www.dsausa.org.
There you go. And more and more students, more and more college students, more and more people that are young are signing right up to be a Marxist and a socialist. Everyone should be aware of what that means. Thank you very much, Frank.
Not all Marxists are socialists. Not all. Most socialists are not Marxists.
That's fantastic. And I love the red tie. President